with a call to love God. This and more in the NILEcast News Bulletin. It's the 4th of June 2024. You're most welcome to the NILEcast only on West Nile Television. Now let us dive into some of the stories of the evening. Road vendors of Namugongo are counting losses after their expectations to sell and get profits during the Uganda Matters Day celebration had failed. Alfred Jawok reports.
Namugongo is a busy town during Matters Day. The situation is not like it used to be, as road vendors are counting losses after their expectations to sell and get profits during Matters Day celebrations. This was observed from the day pilgrims across the country started arriving at both Catholic and Anglican shrines for Matters Day celebrations, respectively. Speaking to Faith Mbabazi, commonly known as Mama Namugongo, who deals in second-hand clothes at Catholic shrines, said she expected some profits, but she realized low sales during this year's Matters Day celebrations. She attributed the low sales to economic hardships, as many pilgrims are planning to take back their children to school. She further said she used to sell her products timely, but this time around, no more customers approach her business premises.
This year, actually, the business is low. At least last year, we got money from our drinks because we have been selling drinks. But if you see the turn-up of this year, the money is low. It is not like the way it used to be. Yeah. Okay. At times also, you know, it is the time parents are taking children back to school. So it can affect that also, because students are supposed to go back to school. They can't spend all what they have and their children remain at home.
James Ndaula, a vendor in food beverages at Anglican Shrine, equally shared his experiences before the celebrations, as he expected many pilgrims to eat from his shop. He noted that many people have challenges with school fees, hence reducing the number of customers, unlike in the previous years.
Right now, as we speak, things are not so easy. We may be able to make some good sales, but right now, every parent is crying. They are saying things are expensive.
In Namugongo, goods for sale are displayed along the road due to congestion among the pilgrims, which prompted the security team to ban sales of goods inside where the pilgrims are gathered. Many vendors at busy roads in Namugongo said the celebrations will not be successful for them, as heavy security deployment is not favorable to mark Matters Day celebrations. The celebrations at both Catholic and Anglican shrines will be on 3rd June 2024, with the Nebi Catholic Diocese animate this year's celebration for Catholic Shrine, while Western Kole Diocese will animate at Anglican Shrine respectively. Alfred Jawok, West Nile TV, NILEcast.
Moving on to Amuru District. As Amuru District local government passed their 2024-2025 budget, the shortfall in the locally raised revenue in the financial year 2023-2024 has greatly affected the newly passed budget. In the financial year 2024-2025, Amuru District has budgeted 27.739 billion compared to 37 billion in the financial year 2023-2024. Stephen Okello reports.
Deficits in 2024-2025 financial years of Amuru District budget came after the district has failed to meet the target in locally raised revenue.
Worries us because you know how government operates is on the performance of the previous budget. Because the previous budget was about 35 billion. But now today's budget is 27 billion 739 million 56 shillings. And as a Amuru District, we were getting our local revenue because of the forest products.
This came after the district has started fully implementing the ban on trading on forest products, which was issued by President Museveni in May 2023.
We made the following recommendations, and we made the following recommendations aimed at improving performance in that district. One, that the CFO assess the relevance of the checkpoints.
In the financial year 2023-2024, Amoro District has failed to raise even 4/4 of what was put in the indicative planning figure.
Like what, last financial year we planned for 1.7 billion and in a local revenue. So when we planned for 1.7 billion, we have only realized by today, we have only realized 326 million. It means this is a real shortfall that we realize.
And this has left the district councillors with worries, as they are not sure where they are going to get money to fund the council business.
So you find like in every 2 months we used to collect about 1.5 billion shillings. But now with the government pronouncement on Chaco executive order, this has really dropped on our budget. And as a council, we have now an IPF of only 53 million. And now we are trying to figure out the next financial year, how are we going to pay the honorable members?
According to Michael Lecogne, the chairman, Amoro District Local Government, the district is now trying to explore some of the untapped local revenue base point.
We have already gone to all these farms we have in the district and commercial farmers, and also exploration of a new revenue base, because we are surrounded by River Nile. That all what the activities that were taking place within River Nile were untapped by a more local government. We have gone deeper now into the Nile on how best we can exploit and get all revenue that were really going scot-free other than tapping. I am optimistic that the district local government of Amoro will collect much revenue.
Just like Amoro District, most of the district in Acholi sub-region has failed to make their target in the locally raised revenue after President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni issues Presidential Executive Order number 3 of 2023, posing ban on trading in any forest product because many of them was relying on the forest product as their major source of revenue. Stephen Okello for West Nile Television, Nilecast.
The Archbishop of the Church of Uganda, His Grace Dr. Stephen Kazimba Mugalu, has advised Christians and businessmen and women to seek for spiritual guidance and put aside weights that can take them away from God. This was revealed during the Uganda Martyrs' Day celebration at Namugongo Shrine on the 3rd of June 2024. Take a look.
The Archbishop, Church of Uganda, His Grace Dr. Stephen Kazimba Mugalu, has advised Christians and businessmen and women to seek for spiritual guidance and put aside weight that can tangle them away from the love of God. According to the Archbishop, today's celebration is a milestone for every believer to examine their lives before the final journey of life to eternity. The Archbishop made this call during Martyrs' Day celebration at Anglican Shrine in Namugongo. According to the Archbishop, God-fearing Christians and business community always deliver what their God wants.
Now that we have a crowd of witnesses around us, let us definitely put off all the weight and everything which is entangling us, fixing our eyes unto Jesus, the perfecter of our faith.
In the same event, Isaac Kayompato, a businessman in Kampala who attended the prayers at Anglican Shrine, equal appeal to other business members to use Uganda Matters to draw them closer to God. Kayomto expressed worry over rampant cases of disunity among the business community due to lack of love for one another.
Oh, if it was not because of the involvement of God, I participate in. I wouldn't have reached this level. So I would like to encourage all other business community to bring God number one in front of them. We should always pray to God to get all the blessing we can achieve in our businesses.
At Namugongo, thousands of Christians gather with the hope that their prayers through the matters will be answered. Among the Catholic and Anglican faith, the matters have become significant to the Christian faith worldwide after Pope Benedict XV beatified 22 Catholic martyrs in 1920. In 1993, Pope John XVI made a pilgrim to Namugongo and officially declared Catholic Shrine as a minor basilica. Nebi Catholic Diocese animated this year's Martyrs' Day at Catholic Shrine, while Western Kole Diocese animated Anglican Shrine with the theme conforming to the truth of God's Word and not patterns of the world.
We are at Anglican Shrine, Alfred Jawok, West Nile TV, Namugongo, Kampala.
Isuba Uganda, a renowned subsidized South African firm with a vast experience in managing the lottery industry, is now aiming at making its impact felt in the development of the country. Farish Majid has more.
As Ituba Uganda, a renowned subsidized South African firm with vast experience in managing the lottery industry takes over the gaming and lottery activities of the country, the company is now aiming at making its impact felt in terms of sports infrastructure development. This comes at a time where the company was recently unveiled as the official partner to oversee the affairs of the National Lotteries and Gaming Board for the next 10 years. On behalf of the government, Eric Mabuza Jr., an Ituba Uganda executive member, says that they will work towards uplifting the social development of the country.
The Uganda National Lottery will not only provide entertainment and excitement, but also contribute to the social development and upliftment of Uganda. As we continue to excel and innovate, Ituba is rapidly establishing itself as the #1 African lottery operator. And we plan to bring this to Uganda. Our consistent record of growth and innovation has set new industry benchmarks, and we are eager to establish this in your nation.
Dennis Muden Gabirano, the Chief Executive Officer at National Lotteries and Gaming Regulatory Board, on behalf of the government, says the proceeds that will be raised by the company shall be directed towards the sports infrastructure development.
And the minister has since pronounced himself on sports infrastructure development as a priority good cause. With the recent selection of Uganda to co-host the AFCON 2027 tournament, emphasizes the need for sports infrastructure development, a project that could benefit from the proceeds of the National Lottery.
Michelle Van Trossensberg, the head of marketing and corporate affairs at Ituba Uganda, says the agreement between Ituba Uganda and National Lottery and Gaming Board marks a significant start in the gaming sector where lots of opportunities will be achieved.
This marks the beginning of a new era, one that holds the promise of change and transforming lives across the nation. Through the Uganda National Lottery, we are creating a platform that will inspire hope, generate opportunities, and drive significant social, economic impact for the people of Uganda.
Ituba Uganda currently operates with its headquarters in Kampala and other branches in Mbale, Jinja, Gulu, and Mbarara cities, where the body shall oversee the affairs of the lottery and gaming industry for the next 10 years. Farish Majid, West Nile TV, Nalcast.
My name is Oraku Benson Pastore. This is West Nile Television, and it's already a segment of what is happening in the world of sports under the umbrella of West Nile Television, Nile Cast News. As I had said, my name is Oraku Benson Pastore, though most of the seasons are done both in Africa and also international, but still stories continues to break in the world of sports. And I can confirm to you before we get to Europe or as any other part of the world, let's first take a look at what is happening within the region of West Nile. It's all about the West Nile region FA confirming the date for the zonal mini finals, and it will be a final between a team that comes from Nile zone called Nyangilia Football Club that comes from Koboko Municipality, as they'll be tussling it out with the champions from Nyagaki zone, and the champions from Nyagaki zone are Ovison Football Club. Ovison Football Club is a team that comes from Arua district. They played the final over the week. And of course, they are waiting for the place where, of course, the final is going to take place. As I had said earlier on, the date has already been confirmed. It will be taking place on 15th of this particular month, and 15th of this particular month will be next week on Saturday, and the venue where, of course, the final is going to be played has not been mentioned. Like I said earlier on, it will be a final between the champions from Nyagaki zone taking on the champions from Nile zone. That means Ovison Football Club up against Nyangilia Football Club. Let's leave the stories within the nation of Uganda here, and we just straight away to Europe, and we talk about some of the stories that have already been confirmed in the world of transfer. The biggest of it is happening in the Turkey Super League, where, of course, Fenerbahce has already unveiled Jose Mourinho as their new head coach. Jose Mourinho left the team of AS Roma last season, being sacked by AS Roma, and he has been jobless. Still, the team called Fenerbahce, calling him and unveiling him over the weekend as their new head coach. And he has replaced coach Ismaili Kartal, and the team Fenerbahce finished as the runners-up in the just concluded season of Turkey Super League, and they finished with 99 points, just losing one game in the whole season of 2023-2024, but they could not win Turkey Super League trophy, and it has been won by Galatasaray. And the biggest story is all about Jose Mourinho being unveiled as the new head coach of Fenerbahce, and he has coached so many teams. He started his career in Portuguese Primeira Division with Soccer Lisboa Benfica, coming to Porto, winning UEFA Champions League in 2004. He also managed teams like Real Madrid, we talk about Chelsea, so many teams Jose Mourinho has managed, and also winning the UEFA Champions League with the team of Inter Milan in 2010. Let's leave that story there, and also the story which is coming from Stamford Bridge indicates that FA Football Association in England has rejected Chelsea appeal for the ban of their defender James. Remember, he has been banned 3 matches, that one after that violent contact with the striker of Brighton and Hove Albion towards the end of last season, where of course he has been given 3 match bans, and appeal from the team of Chelsea has been rejected. That means that's 3 games in English Premier League. He will not be participating, as in simple terms, he will not be playing the first 3 games for the team of Chelsea as the season starting. And let's leave that one there, and we'll finalize it with what is happening in the world of transfer. And the biggest of it is all about Real Madrid planning to turn loan deal for Joselu, 34 years of age, into permanent deal. He joined the Los Blancos Real Madrid last season from the team of Espanyol Barcelona on 1-year contract on loan basis, and because of the brilliant performances he had been put in for the team of Los Blancos, Real Madrid is now saying that they are going to sign him on a permanent basis. That's Joselu for you. Previously, he also played for teams like Stoke City. He also played for Newcastle before moving to Espanyol. And also, away from that, Saudi Professional League, or the Saudi Pro League, they are very interested in signing top-notch players from the top leagues we have in Europe. One player that has been linked with away from English Premier League to Saudi Professional League is a player for the team of Liverpool, their custodian, called Alisson Becker, and the clubs that are interested in his signature from Saudi Pro League, they have not been mentioned, but the fact remains Saudi Professional League clubs, they are very much interested in the signature of Liverpool custodian called Alisson Becker. And lastly, Arsenal, of course, will let go English striker Ketia this time on a permanent basis. And the team that is very much interested in his signature is the team of Fulham, and Arsenal has put a price tag of 30 million euros on a Ketia. And also teams like Brentford, you talk about Wolves, not forgetting about Crystal Palace. They are also interested in the signature of English striker. I am talking about Ketia. That one brings us to the end of today's edition of NILE Sports News. My name is Oraku Benson Pastore. Let's link up again tomorrow. Still, I will be in person to feed you what continues to happen in the world of transfer.
That was Oraku Benson Pastore giving us the sports news and the sports highlight. Thank you very much. That marks the end of the Nilecast on Union West Nile Television. Thank you always for taking the time to be with us from the beginning of the Nilecast to the end of the Nilecast on Union West Nile Television. Please stay tuned to the rest of the subsequent programs that may follow. My name remains Okumuringa Christine. Have a good evening.